Greetings, I'm Emily, and this is Socket to the Loan. I'm not very good at this daily vlogging thing yet. I'm going to try to get better and keep posting videos every day. What you can look out for later this week is a vlog on my budgeting and grocery shopping and how I save as much money as possible. And yes, there will be flyers. Fancy, isn't it? Budgeting by grocery shopping. You may notice that I am surrounded by stuff. This is because I have a roommate who you have heard in a previous vlog. Her name is Debbie. She does awesome haute couture crafting and cosplay stuff. So I am sitting in a pile of her crafting stuff because she left it in the living room, but we're just gonna ignore it for the purpose of this vlog. Because I didn't want to move her stuff around too much in case I lost something important. So the description, links to her, she YouTubes as well. She's the one who got me started doing this whole vlogging thing. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to put links to her description, her channels in the description below, so you can go check her out. Pretty cool stuff, very talented, a lot of crafting stuff in the apartment, which is technically a condo, which is cool. Yes, that is our budgeting tip of the day. Budgeting tip number 1, don't live alone. What do I mean by don't live alone? Well, if you're like me, you have a roommate. My roommate happens to be one of my best friends, and we get along really, really well. In fact, that would be my first choice of advice. If you're going to pick a roommate, like a co-housing thing, you're going to do fairly long term, which is what Debbie and I have decided to do. That we are going to live together and share expenses for the time being. And it works well for both of us because neither of us have a really high income. And together we can afford this 2-bedroom condo and the utilities and keep it going. Alone, probably not. Probably I could probably pay for this alone, but it would take a pretty significant chunk of my income to do it. And this way it's much more affordable, much more of my money can go and suck to my loan. And it helps my friend out too, so it works well for us. Other people live with romantic partners for the same reason. Couples who move in really quickly after meeting each other just to save on rent, I've seen it and it does happen, but I'd be careful with this particular strategy if I were you guys. It takes a while to get to know people, and you never quite know what you're going to get sometimes. So, be careful with that. Once again, it is a good way to save money. So, yes, 2-bedroom condo. We also live in Gatineau, which is cheaper than Ottawa. It actually allows me to be closer to my work. It takes me about a half hour each way, 20 minutes on the bus, 10 minutes walking to get to my work downtown Ottawa. Living downtown Ottawa is much, much more expensive. Like a bachelor or 1-bedroom downtown Ottawa near where I work is close to the same price as this 2-bedroom condo in Hull. And elsewhere in Ottawa, it is typically more expensive, which is why we chose to live in Hull. Also, je veux pratiquer mon français. Et c'est mieux d'être entouré des francophones. Yes, I'm an anglophone. Yes, I speak French. My French isn't completely awful. Gotta work on those R's. So, budgeting roommates, very helpful. Very helpful. How I'm feeling about the budget. I'm feeling okay. I did go over budget on Sunday. Well, not completely over budget. I ate out. I'm not supposed to eat out, which I grabbed juice again today simply because I got starving and I was falling asleep and needed to spike my blood sugar. So I'm going to have to come up with a better plan of bringing more food to work to try to curb down on any inclination to eat out. If I bring my own food, I should be able to stop myself from buying food or having to buy orange juice just to spike my blood sugar so I don't pass out at my keyboard. Yeah, cubicle snoring, not cool. Other than I'm feeling pretty good about the budget, I don't feel too restrained by it right now. In terms of trying to bring in more money, there is this YouTube channel. It has been monetized. I'd apologize for the ads, but we do what we have to do to survive, and I'm just trying to survive, and this does take time out of my day making the videos and editing them, so there are ads on it to try to provide some compensation, and it may work, it may not work, but it's worth a shot. I also write creatively, so I submitted to a magazine, a short story here to a magazine in Canada, and I won't hear back until January because I missed the June deadline by a month because I am a doofus and did not pay enough attention to the time, despite the fact the story has been done from another contest for quite some time. I'm working on another story for a writing contest I have to submit to in May. If they publish me, they have to pay me. If I win, they have to pay me. All of that money, anything creative, goes right to the debt. So literally, Stalking It to the Lone is not just the name of my channel. Anything from YouTube is going to go straight to the dead. Anything creative. I'm deficking a fanfic I wrote. It's in progress. I've changed all the character names and I'm just tweaking, and I'm going to go through it and maybe pare down on the sex a little. I mean, it's basically a romance novel in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of other stuff going on and I want to make sure that it works. But I'm going to be self-publishing as an ebook, but not until after the writing contest, because I cannot have published a novel in order to enter. I have other creative writing projects on the go that are a little more lengthy. I'm going to keep working on those as well. I'm hoping to do as much as I can of that in the next couple of years and give it a shot. I don't expect I'll ever be able to live off my creative writing, although maybe I can dream, right? But I do want to use it to, one, it fills a need for me because I have a need to create, I have a need to write, I enjoy the process, I enjoy world and characters and plotting and weaving a story together. I enjoy that. It's something I like to do. It's something that I find therapeutic. Also, if I can get published, it'll help supplement my income, which is great. I have a blog called In Vie en deux langues about bilingual living between Ontario and Quebec. I'm slacking on that one a bit. I'm going to try to buckle down and get a little more done there. So I've got plans, and so right now I'm feeling good. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and look out for my budget grocery vlog later this week. Bye!